Hello everyone, welcome back to Life Stories. My name is Trent, and as usual, we are back with more stories involving people explaining to ladies that they don't work at places. So, let's get started. Our first story is titled, Contractor Valet, Full Service. Younger, stupider years ago, somewhere in Australia. This tale started at about 8:15 a.m. one Tuesday morning. I know because that was the time on his dashboard clock. A couple of minutes prior, I had been hit in the face by a weighty bunch of keys. Car keys, house keys, postbox keys, assortment of small, sharp, hurdy keys. Our team were putting up electrical signage at a business across the road from a meeting venue. The venue's front entrance was a good vantage point to see how the signage looked, so I went over to near the front doors in the shade. I'd seen cars going past and parking in the venue's car park for the 40 minutes leading up to 8 a.m. The posters outside indicated a session, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Tail time. Round 8:15 a.m., a silver Lexus pulls up, blocking the porte cochere, French for, if there was a valet, this is where they'd be standing. 30-something key man gets out and shuts the door, starts jogging towards the venue doors. On his way past me, he does the flick, right out of the movies. Both the keys and my favorite tinted safety glasses are now on the ground. I look at them, then the doors, to see them closing. No sign of the failed stealth class ninja. Pick the keys up and heft them for a sec. Then go open the passenger door to get this guy's name off his registration papers. I'm thinking I'll give the keys to the venue's reception with his name and let them deal with it. This is where I see that his address is 5 minutes up the road from the supplier I still had to go to this morning. As an aside, dear eagle-eyed safety, insurance, litigation, police people, rest assured, I knew that afternoon, and the weeks after that, it was a stupid thing to do. My boss had me on trench digging duties after I told him, all because of the next 5 words. I drove his car home. To his home. I wasn't that stupid. I called an apprentice and gave the address to pick me up. After parking and locking his car on the front lawn, because my glasses were scratched, I had time before the apprentice showed up to put all his failed implements of death through his door mail slot, one by one. Around 12 p.m., I stood myself at my fancy French valet, also French, station, and waited. The key man, saying loudly in a hurry and while poking me in the back, "Grab my car, will you, mate? I'm in a hurry." I'm just looking at all the peoples walking around the car park. He pokes me again. The key man, getting a bit annoying he is, him and his pokey finger, "I'm in a hurry, come on." Me, as I turn to him, "It's not here, mate. Did you think I was a valet?" I take off the hard hat I've worn the whole day and show it to him. It has stickers. Confusion face for a second, as he checks out my sweet stickers, then looking up at me. Keyman, puzzled but figuring it out, where is it? I say, rather matter-of-factly, "Oh, I took it to your place and put your keys through the door. Keys in the face isn't nice, mate. Don't do that." I see him patting his pockets. I walk away, putting my hard hat back on, saying over my shoulder, "Your phone's in the car, mate." And that is the end of our story. Thank you for reading. Yeah, that's a pretty much new one. I don't know how you could mistake a construction worker for a valet, but I guess people's eyes don't work. Moving on to our next story, it's titled, "Oh, you're a personal shopper? Shop for me." Backstory. This happened a few hours ago. I was out with my mom for the afternoon. She has an arm injury from an accident, and I often help her out when I can. Today, I wore a Selena shirt. Selena was a Mexican-American singer who was super popular in the 90s, but was killed in 1995 for those who don't know who she was. And black leggings. The Walmart employees wore a store polo with the logo on it, and khaki pants or shorts. So yeah, I wore nothing like the actual employees, and I am not a personal shopper. This happened right after we had a late lunch at a semi-nice restaurant. After we ate, we decided to head over to Walmart to get a couple of items. Like I said, my mom has an army injury for an accident, and I was in the store with her, helping her reach for items that she couldn't reach herself. We were in the store for a few moments, and my mom sends me off to find some Coke. I go into the soda part of the store. I'm reaching for the soda when I felt a tap on my shoulder. I grab the Coke and turn around thinking I'm in someone's way, and, well, I kinda was. The lady, not really a Karen, pointed to the Coke. Her arms were pretty full. Why she didn't have a cart was beyond me. "Can you please get that Coke for me?" Me, being ever polite, "Yeah, sure, your arms look pretty full. Do you need a cart?" "I was kind of hoping you could help me. I saw you help that woman." "Oh, that's my mom. I came in to help her. She has an arm injury, and I was just helping her get a few things before I go home myself." "But you helped her?" I just gave her a look like, "What are you talking about?" I mean, yeah, she's my mom. I kind of have to help her. "So you're a personal shopper for her?" I laugh at this statement, since it was kind of true. I often stop and get things for my mom, since my mom doesn't drive and my dad works late, and I live nearby. Well, you got that part right. I'm sorry I can't help you right now. I have to go back to my mom." "Well, can you get the rest of the items from my list?" I shake my head. "Ma'am, I don't know how to tell you this, but I have to get back to my mom." I leave quickly and get back to my mother, and I tell her about the wild Karen encounter. My mom said I did the best I could, so we get to the checkout, and behold, Karen is behind us. She proceeds to tap my mother on the shoulder. My mom turns around and sees the Karen I was talking about. "Hi, does she work for you?" Yes, she has for 22 years. We have this ongoing joke that I was a maid in the family. Karen looks at me agape. It was like she was trying to process what my mom said. "But she can't be that old." "Nope, she's been 22. Been 22 since May. She's also my daughter, and we just stopped here to get a few things." "But she helped me." "Well, that's how I raised her. I'm happy she helped you, but we really need to get going." We check out and wave to the Karen, still looking very confused. I'm sorry if there wasn't a dramatic ending, but at least no one died. Yeah, you know what? Guess no one died. And you know what? It's not so bad to get a Karen story where the Karen doesn't fly off the handle into seething, blind, blood-curdling rage. And moving on, our last story is titled, "I Literally Can't Help You When I'm Not at Work." So, some background. I currently work for a retailer store, one of the big four cell companies. I'll refer to it as Celltown, in a small country town. We try to emphasize customer service, but there's a point where the yelling just becomes too much. I'll refer to the demon of this story as Carrie, though I didn't get her name, and of course, I'll refer to myself in the first person. I'd closed down the shop about an hour before the events of this story, so I was still in my company polo as I browsed the aisle of a store with a yellow star that I'll refer to as All-Mart. Then, this shorter lady walked up to me, seemingly pleasant. "Excuse me, do you work at Celltown?" "Yes, ma'am, though I just closed up the store an hour ago." "Oh, all right. I just wanted to see if you could help me pay my bill." "Oh, well, if you have the Carriers app, you can pay through there." "Oh, great. I'll have to download that." After that, I smiled, wished her well, feel free to come by, blah blah blah, the usual customer service stuff. I ended up grabbing what I needed from the store and went to the register, where I ended up talking with an old co-worker, as I worked at All-Mart years before I joined Celltown. As I was just about to put my card in the reader to pay, Carrie runs up in a huff. "Excuse me, there's a problem with my bill." She shows me her phone. "This is $30 higher than what I normally pay." "Oh, well, if you come in tomorrow, we can..." She cuts me off. "I don't want to come in tomorrow. Help me now." My eyes widened at her abruptness. "I'm sorry, ma'am, but I can't help you without my company tablet," I say, paying for my stuff and putting bags in my cart. "Well, go get it." "I can't. The shop is locked and closed. Once we close for the night, we can't go back in until we reopen." "Well, you have to make an exception. I need help now." "Like I said, I can't without..." "Oh, shut up!" She shoved me. I typically can deal with an angry customer, but once things get physical, I try to end things as soon as possible. I give a smile down at the lady and nod. "You're right, I'm sorry. I'll be right back with my tablet. Just give me a few minutes." "You better hurry." I gave her my fake phone number, which was just a hotline that plays All-Star by Smash Mouth. I'll post the number in the comments. After that, I left with my things and went home. I haven't seen Carrie since our exchange from about a week ago. My friend messaged me saying that she was kicked out of Walmart a few minutes later, apparently for trying to steal some Celltown gift cards. Leads me to think that she did normally pay the $30, but was trying to get it taken off for the month. But, oh well, at least I haven't had to deal with her since. Not gonna lie, I almost cracked up as soon as I read the thing about the Smash Mouth hotline. That is hysterical. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Life Stories. My name is Trent. As usual, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, whatever you need to make sure that all the Reddit content we have cooking for you is going to come your way. So, thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope to see you guys later.